I said to myself, my first show back in years ain't gonna be about no damn man. It ain't gonna be about no crunchy ass man. Matter of fact, it was a crunchy ass man that made me stop recording. Him and his horse face baby mama. Well, I'm back.
What's up? It's been a while. It's been a while. I think I'll tell y'all what's happened. I think. But that's not why I'm here today. I'm here today because I was inspired. When a man tells you that he's going to do something for you, pay real close attention. I was inspired by this horrible date that I went on. Horrible. Like, have you, answer me in the comments, have you ever brought a friend on a first date? Well, I have not, but he did. And at the end of said date, when this man told me that I was making him angry after paying for, child, I'll give y'all story time when I process the shit. But it did inspire me to realize that I got 5 reasons as to why I'm not ready to date. I'm just not ready to date. I am the problem. I'm accepting it. But before we get into these 5 reasons, I got some shout outs I want to get.
Shout out to Mike Uchi. Uchi with the Gucci.
Shout outs? Yeah, I'm not just going to come back with the same stale old show. Okay, I am. Like, lighting's still bad. Well, my lights. Story time will come later. Let's get into these shout outs. Shout out number 1. Shout out to all of the old people who still have the audacity to ask me if I want to have children. And when I say yes, emphatically, they look at me like I'm crazy. And I look at them like they are as well. Stop that. Stop that. Stop it. Shout out to all my friends who teased me for my dating style in my 20s, right? Because in your 20s is when you should soil your royal oats. In your 20s. Whatever. Say I'm judging. I don't care. I'm just too old. I ain't got enough. Shout out to all my homegirls who made lifelong decisions with temporary men.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge.
I got kids by my uncle. All 3 are his, and my baby daddy think the kids is his.
Shout out to all the great value versions of me that he was using to replace me. It's all interchangeable. That's why we're using just pronouns. Proper pronouns. And lastly, shout out to all the co-workers, fake friends, and family members who still feel the need in 2025 to tell me to smile. You got it, bub. Smiling. Let's get into these 5 reasons. Reason number 1 why I'm not ready to date as an adult is because I ain't got no game. Like, I know that women run game, or at least the game that, like, the women who came before me taught me doesn't work for the life that I'm trying to live. Like, I have this weird affinity of actually liking men. Like, liking them. Like, when they sweat or do dumb things or, like, play sport balls or, you know, make crude jokes. Like, I find it fascinating. I'm intrigued. I even sometimes do the asinine thing of asking them, hey, what was going on in your head when you did those things? Now, what I'm realizing is I am weird because no one does that with men. No one. Not even men. Like, did you know men don't talk to men? Like, I'm been talking to another man, not the one who brought a handler, but another man. And I'm talking to this man, and I'm like, oh, well, I believe everyone should have a community in order to really like know what love is, and like they should have a grasp on it in themselves, and and he said, I just need a woman. I just need a woman to listen to me and rub my back and be there for me and, cook for me and let me put this weight on.
Brother, what's that?
Fair enough. The game that I've been given, right? The game that I've been given kind of would work in that life, right? Because she is there, right? Like, she's just usurping as much resources as she can from this man. And that's a way. It's a way. Like, I don't have problem with relationships that are very usatory. I'm blanking on the word for it. But I don't have a problem with that if y'all both know you're in that. I just don't want that personally for myself. And so with that being the game that I have, and then I'm out here in these streets and I'm realizing that I should be asking for $100 first dates, but I don't, because I don't think I can spend $100 on a first date with someone. Like, I'm not cracking crab legs with you on the first date. That is a very intimate experience, sir. Not by myself, crab. So it's like, I want to get to know you on a first date. And when I do start to get to know you and I realize that this isn't working, I recognize that I'm the problem. I recognize that I'm the problem. I'm just starting to feel like, I don't know, it's just all conflicting, right? Like, yes, I could fake the funk enough to have or convince a man to give me enough things in exchange for what we think is love. But I actually know what love feels like, and I want to do that in real terms. And it just feels like maybe I shouldn't blame the women. And I always say that I am of the first true free generation in a lot of ways. No, things weren't perfect, but there weren't laws constricting me on paper for me not to make decisions, right? I can open a bank account. I could get a decent job. I could go to school. And those shouldn't be hindrance to finding a partner or dating. But I guess it is. Reason number 2 why I am not ready to date as an adult. Apparently, growing up with all boys is not a good thing. No one wants a pretty thug. Although I disagree. I love Glorilla and I think she's beautiful. And also thuggish, ruggish bone. Not in a bad way. And let me be real with you. I'm not even a full thug for real. Like, I don't want to fight. Like, I would prefer not to. Like, I be playing when I threaten to throat punch people. Because, what else sounds intimidating? I'm going to lecture you into understanding the emotional capacity that you lack right now. Yo, whose man's is this?
Go home, Roger.
And so me and my brother always joke that having the assortment of men that I have in my life, naturally, it makes it hard for another man to even think, want, or consider participating in my life. And it's not even that you see the men in my life. You could just feel their presence, right? I think that now that I'm getting more of a handle on what people mean when they call me masculine, it's that, right? That you can definitively tell by being around me that I have had men in my life who have given me skills and have given me a sense of pride and a sense of self-worth. Like, two men I attribute to how I carry myself now is my brother and my dad, the guy I call my dad. Those two men in particular always took the time to be like, yo, you are smart. You are beautiful. And well, my brother sister relationship, but once we got healthy, right? You are smart. You are talented. You are beautiful. And stop debasing yourself for people who can't even read. And they was right. So I try to carry myself with that sense of pride is such a heavy word to use, but I don't want to say pride. But I do, that there are rules of engagement when you dealing with me over here. And people always act like they're stringent rules of engagement, but they're not. They're just rules that require something of you, like respect, communication, understanding. I call those the pillars of love, but I don't know. I'm the problem. And I just come off too rah, like a dungeon dragon. That's a perfect segue into reason number 3 why I know I'm not ready to date as an adult today. It's because I'm starting to believe that the things that I value are not valuable to everyone else. I don't know how else to explain that. Like, for example, I guess, let me give you my thoughts. For example, I still value the concept of coming home to a team or a family or a partner or something that we work together, right? Not necessarily in some grueling task, but like if I come home with dinner, you don't mind setting a table. And like we have a table set with a tablecloth and probably a table scape. And like the house smells good and we do things on certain days. And like I'm trying to govern my individual life that way, right? I have a lot of room to grow, but I have a concept and an idea of the life that I want to live. I feel like when I express that to people, they always go, oh, you wanna, and I love to cook. So I would love to be in the kitchen on Sundays meal prepping, right? And what's crazy is I have a cousin. I'm so in awe of this little cousin. I watch her kind of do the things that I want to do, even down to she had a surprise wedding. She invited us to a wedding and was like, gotcha, bitch, been married. And I was like, God damn it. I am going to do that because I want to know that I'm creating a foundation that I want to plant and build upon, right? And I ain't asking nobody to do nothing. I ain't really asking nobody to do nothing. I promise you, I ain't asking you to do nothing in regards to me doing what I want to do. Except allowing me to just have the same space and freedom to do it. People scrutinize when I share so much that I've been climbing up lately. I've been dormant for 4 years on this channel. I've shut up because I'm just tired. I don't sit here and talk about any of the who's or what's or whiches. And I learn so I can prove that I want to be a part of community. But good God damn. A chick just want to come home to a dude who likes coming home to her too. And they eat meatloaf on Wednesdays. What's wrong with? And we can do it in every cool way. We can eat the meatloaf and then go out to our art gallery. Smoke some tree, feel a breeze, listen to a symphony. We can do it all. It's what we make it. But that don't sound obtainable anymore. So yeah, I know I'm the problem. I'm crazy. I'm crazy for thinking that I can have a seemingly traditional lifestyle or some stability or some remnants of the past with a new nuanced thrill to it. Number 4, why I know I'm not ready to date yet as an adult, if that's what I want to call myself right now, is in true terms, I got a lot to unlearn when it comes to the word love. or I have been doing a lot of unlearning. I got to give myself some credit, right? Like I've been putting in a lot of work, a lot calmer and patient and all of those things. And those are components of love that are necessary, right? And it's a journey. It's been a journey, but worth it. 100% worth it at the end of the day. But the biggest thing that I am unlearning the most in the realm of love is I don't have to struggle to obtain it. That should be the last thing that I want to do in the space of love. But I no longer want to struggle for love. I no longer want to prove that I'm lovable. And I no longer want to have to just accept any little old thing when I know, when I have a vision, when I'm working towards it. Yeah, I come in arms open. I ask questions about you. Another man, I asked him, what is his dating style and how does he engage with women, and if he feels like he's learned anything as he's been single. And he was like, do you always ask about other women? Why don't even know how did bitches get into this? I was talking to you about you, but okay. And I said to him, no. I guess I'm realizing some things about myself, and I'm learning to just ask different questions to see if I'm compatible romantically with someone. Oh, I ain't see it like that. Clearly. I guess ultimately what I'm trying to say is life in the space of love, any kind of love, like love of my job, love of my friends, love of myself. It has been about second guessing myself because I've always been told that I've been always given the outside influences that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm talking about. And the things that I'm asking for are impossible. All right, so let me try anyway. And reason number 5. Why I know I'm not ready to date as an adult. If I'm being totally real with you, I don't think I fully know what a healthy relationship looks like. And although I know I want to experience one, I also know I'm definitely afraid to do so. And the fear doesn't come for which you may think the fear comes from. So I'm going to tackle this in 2 parts. First part is I don't think I really know what one looks like because I don't think I've ever really seen one. Even when I now, like with these eyes, go back and look at the relationships, even on TV that I used to cover, like Martin and Gina was toxic. And I didn't realize in my 20s as I was starting a healing process or a discovery of self process why I just couldn't stomach Martin and Gina anymore, right? Like it was just, cringe, back, skin, crawl. Why? And it used to crack me up. Well, I changed. I don't want to say better. I had different values. I looked at not just the 6 and the 9 of it all, but I realized that, wait, a 7's on this board too? There's options. Like, I just realized that there was a different way to engage with my man that can still like have that fun, jovial, jokey way of being in each other's lives and being each other's friends, but doesn't have that underbelly and undertone of you always chopping me down or trying to make me small because, you are and feel small. But that's just one example of like the type of relationships that I coveted in my life. So with that being said, here's where the fear comes in. I am tired of being the villain in so many people's stories by just recognizing in myself that there are things that I want to grow and do better or be better about, and then executing it. I don't think I want another thing to make people look at me and be like, she thinks she all that. I, in fact, do not. And I've been saying, I giggle because the first time I've ever been jumped, I've been jumped so many times in my life, but the first time I've been physically jumped, the girl said that to me, and I was like, no, hey, shorty, no, I don't think I'm all that. So we good, right? I hate me like you hate me, girl. High five. Oh, no, I'm still getting beat up. Okay. And that is a crazy thing to say, right? I don't want to be successful in something that I desperately want because I don't want people to see said success and then hate me for it. I'm looking for my phone to call my therapist because clearly I got some more work to do. And it's like, in appreciating that about myself, but still willing to do the work, I do have faith that I will find what is a healthy relationship for me at some point. My friendships are getting better. Even my work situations are getting better. Stressful still, but every ship that you get on requires you to buy a ticket and know how to swim, right? So, like, that's kind of how I approach life. But that's real. And that's a conversation that I'm so excited to have because I ain't taking nothing from you. I ain't scamming nobody for happiness. Like, there is not a finite amount of happiness out here to have. Mine doesn't rob you of yours. I always liken it to a sun, right? And I was like, how many sun rays does a sun have? And people always look at me and be like, do you expect me to count it? No, I just want you to recognize that it is uncountable. That means that it is more than enough for all of us if we share. And all you got to do to share is find your little spot and do your little thing. Do your little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. Sorry. Y'all know, listen, the ADD got worse. It got worse. I definitely am sure I'm going to figure out what's healthy for me. I'm healthier in myself right now. This is the first planting of the seed of getting the fuck over it. If you, how you gonna be asking for $1 million, get the fucking $1 million, and then be like, oh damn, I gotta spend it now? Oh, that's crazy. Oh, I gotta put it in the bank, nigga. That's wow. What you mean? Having riches, spoils, and success has responsibilities. Damn. And before I get out of here, a little news to me. What? Another new little segment? I told y'all. I'm not going to come back all dry. So, the world is crazy and deranged. So, with that being said, I'm going to just, give like 2 or 3 little, just the headlines. What is going on? So, the first thing. This white on white crime that we are seeing is insane. I had no idea about the multiple factions on one side. Girl, this is that moment in The Color Purple when I'm like, listen. All I heard was some clankling in the room, some dishes moving. I didn't know what was going on. So then she just kept throwing it out the room. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go downstairs and see what I can make. And I just slid it in and I just waited to see what colors hit on the wall. Girl, I am just waiting to see the colors hit the wall. Second piece of news to me. Now listen. I will accept that black men have been more successful in taking themselves up out the game overing themselves in more recent times. But baby, they do it with pork. They do it with their baby mamas. They do it through the Nick Cannon effect, okay? Just spreading the seed till it falls off. But one thing they don't do is swing low, sweet chariot. And you're not going to sit here and tell me. You're not going to sit here and tell me that this is not deliberate. I know manipulation when I see it. So please keep your eyes peeled. Check in on them. Ask him how he feeling. He not going to have an answer for you, but ask him anyway. Call him and ask him. Just check in on him. Because I'm telling you, every one of mine get missing. Well, somebody going to have to smuggle the camera into the, you know what? I'm being careful with my words because I've been prophetic. And the last piece of absolute news, because I am just tickled because I have definitely been so smart to call myself a scientist and yet dumb enough to be on the phone. Child, those were the days. Here's what I am just uncovering about all of this. Atlanta, you wild, boy. Y'all have bred some wild people. And how you gonna say? So no, it wasn't so big. It was whoop-de-doo then. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, brother. Oh, good grief. Oh, brother. What are you doing, son? It's crazy. I don't even know how I got here. Not even my realm of space of things to be in. Sorry, I'm in a high pitch because I know I'm flabbergasted. Oh my God. And although some things change, many, many things stay the same. Because we at the end, my friend. And as I will always do, I leave you with a lot of light. Because even the deepest and darkest of depressions have glimmers of hope if you make it to tomorrow. I leave you with a lot of life. Because we got that high pitch again. We got a lot to recover, uncover, discover, to go. A lot to go. But more importantly, since don't nobody else want it from me, I guess I just give it to y'all. Up, in a very controlled setting. In a very controlled setting. A lot of love. Because the love that you give to me, I give right back to you. All right, now, kick it.
I need way better friends.